As most people know, Democrats have won several special elections this September, filling seats previously held by Democratic members who are no longer in office. With these new wins, Democrats, along with a small handful of Republicans who have crossed party lines, now have enough votes to bring forward a discharge petition forcing a full House vote on releasing the Epstein files. If that coalition of every Democrat plus 3 Republicans stays intact, we can finally get our hands on those files. But there's a major obstacle. The 3 Republicans siding with Democrats on this issue also happen to be some of the biggest Trump loyalists in the House: Marjorie Taylor Greene, Boebert, and Nancy Mace. That means we're in the unusual position of having to trust Greene, Boebert, and Mace to follow through. And honestly, I'm not feeling too optimistic. Reports are already coming out that the Trump team, perhaps even Trump himself, is pressuring these lawmakers to back off and come back to the right to protect him by blocking the release of the files. According to sources speaking with CNN, GOP lawmakers are being privately urged to withdraw their names from the petition. We don't yet know exactly who is doing the pressuring. Maybe Susie Wiles, maybe Stephen Miller, maybe Trump directly. But the message is clear. Give me this one last thing, and don't let the Democrats win. Politically, it's a huge risk for these 3 Republicans. They've been vocal in the media about releasing the Epstein files, so if they suddenly reverse course after reports of Trump leaning on them, their constituents will notice, and it could hurt them in next year's elections. On the other hand, if they defy Trump and vote to release the files, their pro-Trump base might hold it against them. They're in a tough spot. But here's the truth. We may not even need to rely on them, because there's a Plan B. And honestly, Plan B should have been Plan A from the start. That plan involves the survivors themselves. I talk to them frequently. They're not girls anymore, but women my age, your age, and they're fed up. They're talking about doing their own opposition research, exposing lawmakers' ties to Epstein, and shaming those who block the release of these files. Everyone, it seems, has some kind of connection to Epstein, and the survivors know it. I have reporting coming soon about how one lawmaker's ties to Epstein influenced their decision on this issue. The survivors are angry, they're lobbying, they're calling, and they're determined to kick down the door to justice if they have to. They've been warning the House for a month now. If you don't do it, we will. They were waiting to see if the special elections produced enough votes to pass the petition. Now that the votes are there, at least for the moment, they're holding back. But if the votes vanish because Republicans cave to Trump, these women are prepared to act. And honestly, it will be far more powerful coming from them than from government documents. If these survivors go public with names, the pressure to release the files will skyrocket. And if any of the accused try to sue them for defamation, the files would likely have to be released during discovery anyway. So while Plan A should have been the survivors speaking out, I'm okay with it being Plan B. If Greene, Boebert, and Mace fold under Trump's pressure, we still have the survivors, the victims themselves, ready to finally step forward and give us the names.